You're describing yourself. You start off with the good aspects, and then you give us a straight split. Is this a balance? I'm just following the example. I'm trying to understand.
It is a balance because I am aware that I have these. I'm not gonna say flaws. I'm aware that I have these kind of things that affect me as to be the best person that I can be, right? But I know
that
that
best person look like to you.
Harmony.
To be your best
would be in harmony with everything in life.
Science, is it intuition?
It's more intuition. I was, raised up to be very religious with Jesus and all of those things like that. But as I've gotten older, I'm just really more focused on my own spirituality. I respect everybody's religion and I pay homage to all of them.
So what do you think brings you to this place of peace and being at a hierarchy where your mind is focused on the best things, and how you've been able to accomplish?
What brings me to a level of peace? Making sure I get up every morning and pop my pills because I'm bipolar. It gets me together, okay? Hey, look, that's the truth. That's what gets me together, and then it motivates me to continue to do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you.
Kingdom building. Kingdom staffing.
Cuzzo. But listen, I can't call you Cuzzo.
No, you can't.
Call you out here.
That's why I started laughing.
What's that? What they know you by?
They know me by Phire, Phire. If you don't know how to spell that and pronounce that, then they know me.
Alright, straight up. I'm here with Phire, also known as the host of Coffee and Tree. I got my coffee. Let me tell you, I did get my cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Special. I just like it sweet, no cream, anything like that. Especially when I'm riding through the city. So we done had Queen T, Trop Squad Dooley, J-Dub was in the building, even T-Rail from the Fort Watch crew. Okay, and now we're here with Phire, known as my cousin, by the way. This is a close one to me, so I'm excited to be here. I heard about her podcast. We was riding through the city. I had my escort. Check out the extra footage. I'm gonna post it right here. So Phire, I was surprised because you typically have you are the hustle cousin. We say cousins, but we are like twins in a sense. But we have our own way about going through things, right?
Very much.
So I typically call you and tell you about a new business I have, and you'll tell me what's going on. I called you and told you I was on YouTube. You was like, oh, Cuzzo. I got my YouTube popping. And we were like, what are we going to do, right? But we're closer than people would imagine. And I think we relate to each other on a format. And I hate to keep using the word relate. But when I did the ATO takeover, there was a sense that I think everyone from this era, or being a millennium child, they had some aspect, whether it was the middle child syndrome. We all got diagnosed.
Yeah, I'm definitely the middle child. I try to be the big sister, but it don't work all the time. It don't work all the time, but I'm definitely, I got that syndrome.
So, I mean, we all have labeled ourselves in some format. Like, I've been like, I don't even know what they call my, like, my post-traumatic.
I know what they call mine. I got clinically diagnosed. Okay? They gave me pills for my shit. So I know what I got. You hear me? And that shit crazy.
But that's where we're coming in life.
I mean,
Because typically you would just hide behind the scenes and it will just be,
I mean, you get older.
This child they're a little fast.
You get older, maybe you get mature. You start wanting to know why you fucking shit up. Yeah. And then that's where you be at with it. That's where I was at with it. But now I'm good. I told y'all, I'm good.
So we do share a business-like mentality. We always have something new that's on.
Absolutely.
Front. Have you met some things up business-wise, or just growing and then knowing who you are as a person? When you say like, I would something up. Yeah. What does that mean?
As far as like business,
yeah. You threw it out there. I'm just asking.
I've gotten to the point where it's like I get it kick started, and they get rolling, and they get a pick me up, and then I just fall off the face of the earth type. And people be like, "Yo, what happened? You was on here doing this every day. What? I need my product. Hey, what happened to my trip?" You be like, "Hey man, let me call you back." I've been like that a couple times. I had to mature to keep it going.
Hold on. Let's go back. Fire. Okay, let's go back. So I do know you from doing travel.
I used to live in St. Thomas. I've lived in California, Iowa, Wisconsin. Yeah.
So
Atlanta.
The States as well.
Yeah, definitely in the States. I've only lived out of the States one time. But I'm
and where was that? That was St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Beautiful views.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I was a follower of you, and you actually have a good follower crowd. Yeah. Has that transferred over to your YouTube page?
It has, and that's why I'm so blessed for the people that follow me, because I've been doing this for a long time, and I just was actually doing it like just getting on there, talking to people. And to be honest, Coffee and Tree came from a challenge that I was doing. Wake up every day and get on Facebook and say hello for 30 days to the world. But then I kind of, because I would get on there and be kind of like sipping my coffee, smoking my tree, I gave it a name instead of just saying day 3 of the challenge. You know what I'm saying?
You are the ultimate hustler. Because you said that I just got up, I do what I usually do, and when I get up and I do what I do, I mean, is this a sense of getting paid? Is this wealth?
It's becoming wealth, because the people that follow me, they want coffee cups that say Coffee and Tree. I'm actually...
you did brew me some coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, I have coffee. I said no cream because I have... We've been lit, by the way.
Yeah.
And I was excited. Did you think I was going to roll up?
Shit. If you my cousin, I know you going to roll up.
I am a woman in my words, right?
Amen.
I rolled up, not at the time that we suggested, but I said, Cuzzo, I'm outside. I'm ready to film. And you got your coffee brewing.
Yeah.
You made me a special batch, and I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you for this. What kind of coffee is this?
This is grocery store Colombian brew. That's what this is. I just made it how you like it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing too special. I like my coffee like me, sweet and light. Keep it simple.
I like a little dark, like I like my men, but a cognac-ish type of feel. Splash the sugar, thin it out a little bit. Not too hard.
Well, I can't say
but
how I like my men. I like men all up and down the board. Sometimes my coffee be dark. Sometimes it be light. Listen, you don't know.
Do you have plenty of men in your life, or is anybody special?
I am single, to be honest. But I'm sweet on somebody, so I got a little sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? I just try to keep it kosher like the Jews.
Do you get to drop his name?
No.
Not
his name Jesus, amen. And I love him. That's what that is. That's what that is. But yeah.
I love it. So we wake up and we are brewing coffee, and you're rolling up a little something.
Yeah, consistently. So sometimes I get my stuff from the dispensaries. We are capable of having dispensaries delivered to our house. Mm-hmm. So I might switch up and do one place, do another place. Sometimes my weed is sponsored by some nigga who like me. You know what I'm saying? He bring it over and I get to share his weed. Sometimes, I got a friend of mine who actually grows and sells. Look for him. It's called Pack House. And I smoke a lot of history and stuff like that.
Tell me what family is to you. 3 people. 3.
My cousin Kissy. Yeah, that's a real definition of love right there. That's a bad bitch who love me to death. She's my favorite fucking cousin, and I'm her favorite. So yeah, my sister. Yeah, my sister India. I got a lot of sisters, but really my little sister. She's the true definition of loyalty. She's never been unloyal to me. She's never judged me. She's never prejudged me. She's never given me, no BS about who I am and why I am. I want to say my son. Particularly my son. And that's my oldest son. He's always accepted me for exactly who I am. Understanding, no judgment, and fearlessness. And I say that because when you know somebody been dirty or down, or acted a certain type of way, you choose to keep that loyalty. That's a fearlessness thing that you choose to do, to keep that loyalty to that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're defeating the odds to continue to be loyal to them. You gotta have some type of bravery or fearlessness inside of you to be able to do that.
When you say that, it reminds me about what people consider loyalty. I would think that, like, if you love me, I'm going to tell you what my first idea was of loyalty. It was that if you love me, then anytime you would have my back. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong, you would be loyal, you would stand by me, you would ride for me. And then I found later on in life that this was an illusion of my own idea.
Yeah.
The second time that I came upon loyalty, I asked and he said that loyalty was only for the moment. It's an exchange of something. I will give you what you desire based off of what I'm receiving. It has nothing to do with the true sense of the word. Like, nobody's gonna die for anybody's stuff just to say I'm loyal. It's just as currency is. It's an exchange for something. So when you say what loyalty is to you, you're saying it's just complete acceptance. Like, just know that I am who I am and just love me for who I am.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I completely agree with the idea of it's an exchange like currency, because to me loyalty is a true form of love.
It's a character.
It's like a character thing. It's a who you are type of thing.
Because what is love?
Love is honesty. I mean, you can listen. Go to my YouTube. I had a segment on this. We did love for the whole week before February 14th, and I spoke on this. What is love and what love is about, and a lot of things. So you can go check that out to get a better clarity on it. But to me, love is honesty. It's a no judgment zone. And when you say a no judgment zone, you got to understand, you got to accept the person for who they are without expectations. Without expectations, because you can't.
I think I have a love like that. I understand what you're saying.
You can't,
like, I do not care what this individual does. I just love them for who they are. But do you still love them for who they are to you? That's what I'm saying. Or you just love the world like that?
Personally, me, I love the world like that. Mm-hmm. I was given that from my mom. I was given that from my grandmother. I just watched them, love people, give to people. My mom went out and she served a bunch of people, gave them food all the time, and looked out for them. And I think that's because she was in a place like that herself, so she really did that. My grandmother was the same way. She loved children. She gave a lot to those type of things. She loved people. She would take care of anybody's kids. She would be every summer. We would be in her house. You already know. Universal connections.
So why do you think that is?
It just be what it is. Well, I think that is because In life, you are afforded people think you're only afforded one soulmate or one twin flame, but you are afforded multiple amounts. And sometimes you meet people and your souls connect. And I think that's what a universal connection is, where your soul connects. And no matter where this person is in the world or wherever, you two always seem to be on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have really been more of a sister to me, and I call you Cuzzo. But we were never Cuzzos from the beginning.
Yeah.
But you're closer in the aspect of having someone that is not a part of you. You're your own individual, but you share so much.
Appreciate that.
And so I appreciate that, because you've been just that woman to me. Who are you?
I'm a little bit of everything. You know, I'm a grinder, I'm a hustler, I'm sheltered, I'm nurturing, loving, caring. But I'm also selfish in some ways. And
you're describing yourself. You start off with the good aspect, and then you give us a straight split. Is this a balance? I'm just following the example. I'm trying to understand.
It is a balance, because I'm aware that I have these, I'm not going to say flaws. I'm aware that I have these kind of things that affect me as to be the best person that I can be. Right. But I know
does the
that
best person look like to you?
Harmony.
To be your best
would be in harmony with everything in life.
Science, is it intuition?
It's more intuition. I was raised up to be very religious with Jesus and all of those things like that. But as I've gotten older, I'm just really more focused on my own spirituality. I respect everybody's religion and I pay homage to all of them.
So what do you think brings you to this place of peace and being at a hierarchy where your mind is focused on the best things, and how you've been able to accomplish?
What brings me to a level of peace? Making sure I get up every morning and pop my pills, because I'm bipolar as fuck. That gets me together, okay? Hey, look, that's the truth. That's what gets me together. And then it motivates me to continue to do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. But honesty is what drives me. Being honest with myself and being honest with the world, being truthful. Not, sugarcoating it. That's why it was very easy for me to say, yeah, it's my pills in the morning. I'm honest with who I am. I gotta take pills to get myself together and go brush my teeth. And some people not like that, but shit, I am.
But it's like, to me, like, oh, my cousin feels this way. I know people that feel this way all the time.
Yeah, because people get the perception that you know what I'm saying, and I ain't gonna hold you. The reality is, I did some hustle, scam, move shit in my early 30s. Went through an experience where I just kind of like really broke. This is when I found out that I was depressed. I had depression. And I was like, okay, I had self-checked myself into a mental evaluation clinic uptown. And I had got put on some things and stuff like that. But then I had found this comfort of spirituality within myself when I started to self-meditate and listen to affirmations and things like that at night. And I was able to wean myself from being on medication.
So let's stop right there. Take me back. So is this self-instruction? Where did you find these resources? How did you know to diagnose?
I found them on YouTube.
You were first diagnosed by a clinical situation. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. But then you took on healing yourself.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about healing yourself,
I did that because my mom died. And I needed some self-clarity. Not only did my mom die, but my biological father died within 3 months of each other. And I needed some self-cleansing. Like, I really needed to find out who I was personally. I didn't exactly know who I was. I was dependent on people saying that I am depressed or I am insufficient or whatever the case being. And I didn't want to think like that no more. I just grew up in a place where that was just allowed to be given to me. And I had to change the narrative.
How did you change the narrative?
Well, just like I said, I started listening to affirmations. I started meditating. I started to take my own will into my hands. And then
I'm sorry, what are your affirmations? Are they ones that's personal? If you could just share it away.
Well, it depends on what it is that I'm dealing with or what I'm going through at that particular time. If I feel like I'm procrastinating, I wake up and I tell myself I'm not a procrastinator. And I just continue to say these things to inform myself. And then also while I'm sleeping, I listen to sleep hypnosis that promote affirmations to my conscious.
Let's hold me right there. Let's go back. What do you come up with what you're not? That's what I'm trying to get into. Like, how do I come up with that list?
That's the honesty that I have with myself. For a person to look themselves in the mirror and really be honest. You just gotta, listen, man, if I can't stress it enough on here, honesty is key. When I first started Coffee and Tree, and for you guys, it's Coffee and Tree, A-N Tree. When I first started Coffee and Tree, again, like I said, it just kind of sprung up. But when it did spring up, I wanted it to be a novelty brand where it sat into like toy shops, smoke shops, and things like that. And I haven't strayed away from that, but that's not the focus. For some apparent reason, the universe chose to make it a morning show for smokers. We sit back, we bake, we talk shit.
I'm definitely sitting in front of a queen. Tell me and wrap up your mission. Drop all of your information so that we can follow you. This has definitely been my pleasure.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm excited about it.
Thank you.
I can't wait for the drop.
Y'all next to see me on Coffee and Tree. I definitely want to make this bigger than ever. I think this is an amazing experience. I got the Weed Olympics coming up. We also got
hold on, what's the Weed Olympics?
It's the Smokers Olympics. Who can roll the fastest? Who can smoke and run a track?
What is the prize?
Who got the best munchies?
Okay, drop the information. How do they find that? Right now,
look, you can find me on YouTube at Coffee and Tree, or you can find me on Facebook at Coffee and Tree.
I love it.
We got the Weed Olympics coming up. We got a brunch coming up real soon. The Smokers Brunch. So, I think everybody's gonna like that. That's gonna do that on 420, which is amazing. So, just stay focused on the channel, and you can definitely see about that a little bit more. If you're looking for me on Instagram, you can follow me at Phire811, PHIRE 811. You can get in contact with me on there.
All right.
I appreciate this. This was fun. This was really fun, and I appreciate this. Coffee and Tree appreciates this.